Now we move on to our next event in the countdown to top weather events. You can tell by this, it's probably going to be a tornado, and if you guess tornado, or some people say tornado, you're right. This isn't an actual picture of the tornado, but the tornado actually occurred in Sublette County on September 4th. Strongest tornado of the year in the area. Some people think maybe the only one that occurred, as a matter of fact. And overall, 2016 wasn't a very active year for severe weather across western and central Wyoming. You can see lowest in 4 years, 46 severe thunderstorm warnings, and only 4 tornado warnings, way down from the peak back in '83 when we had 8 and 80. And the lowest since 2012. This was a very inactive year. Only 25 severe thunderstorm warnings, and no tornado warnings that year. It's also a very, very active fire season. You may have to do some research and see if there's a correlation there. As far as the tornado track, you can see it touching down just to the north of Myrna, and it moved north along this path up toward Kismet Peak. And decent track tornado for Wyoming, about 2.5 miles long, especially in the western part of the state. And pretty wide too. Damage path was up to 300 yards wide at some point. This is probably the best picture of the tornado here. Actually, it looks like a supercell tornado. You can see the wall cloud right here, and the very well defined funnel going all the way down to the ground here. You can't really tell here, but it was on the ground at this point. Damage, again, a very rural area, limited to mainly due to trees. A lot of trees snapped, though, and also some fences damaged, but just a couple of them, so not really a lot of damage. That's the good news out of this. You can see this big tree snapped here, and all these trees snapped off several feet up into the trunks. And as far as winds, estimated 110 to 120 miles per hour. That makes it a strong EF1 on the enhanced Fujita scale, I should say. And some people are asking, there's no warning on this, tornado warning on this. Why? Well, let me show you why here. Okay, the radar over here in the office in Riverdale, Myrna out here. Now you see the Wind River Mountains right here. The problem is when it shoots the radar beams out, they can't go through rock. So as a result, you get what's called beam blockage, basically. That's why when you look at a radar a lot of times, especially in the winter when you have low top snow, it could be snowing in here and the radar won't show anything because, well, it just can't pick up the precipitation. And the other reason is what we call curvature of the Earth, basically. The Earth curves as you go down like this. It's not noticeable, obviously, when you look at it, but it does. And the radar beam actually goes out straight. So as that curves down, the radar beam actually stays in the same level, and it goes higher and higher in the sky. And the problem is when tornadoes form, they like to see form in the low and mid levels of a cloud. And a couple of problems there is, one, the beam blockage. You can't really see below in this area, probably about 15,000, 16,000 feet. And also where they do form down low, even in places where we have no beam blockage, it overshoots it. So that's why I want to bring this up, is if you want to become a spotter, make sure you do it, because your eyes and ears out there. We can help get the warnings out more accurately and also faster. If somebody can call in and say, we see a funnel cloud, we see large hail here, we can get a warning out to warn other people. And number 2 coming up tomorrow, so if you're interested, same time, same place, just the next day.